We still got a couple things to work on. We got to be quick in and out of the huddle. Players, quick in and out of the huddle. We need to run a play every 30 seconds. So let's get that worked out. Before I introduce our guest, I'd like to introduce a coach that will give us the word of the morning. Please join me in welcoming Coach Shaw, please, everybody.
Ooh, I like the word. That's good. Okay, man. What I want to talk about this morning is what it means to be a competitor. All right, for myself personally, anything that I play, even the smallest game, I hate to lose. I'm going to do whatever it takes within the rules of that game to win. And I don't want to play that game unless I can win. A great example of a competitor to me is this gentleman here to my right. I know he's not introduced yet, everybody knows who he is, because I love to watch him play because he runs so hard. He refuses to go down. To me, that's a competitor. I'm going to tell you an old offense-defense camp story. In the early 80s, I coached at Western Kentucky University, and I was real young, just starting out in offense-defense camp. And at that time, it was held at Fairfield University in Connecticut. Happened to be in the dorm at the bottom floor where in walks Tony Dorsett, NFL Hall of Fame running back for the Dallas Cowboys. And he had just finished addressing the campers. At that time, he was talking to about 1,000 kids. And he was beat. I watch him go into the dorm room, he lays down on the mattress, he puts a pillow over his head, and in comes his son. I'll never forget this 13-year-old kid, flowery shorts, a tank top, and he's tugging on his dad. He's saying, "Dad, let me play, let me play." Dad's got that pillow over his head. He's like, "Just leave me alone, leave me alone. I'm tired. Dad, let me play, let me play." All right, then this is his son, so he says, "All right, somebody go get him some equipment, he can play in the camp." All right, so at that time, everybody was ability group just like you guys are. They have the Oklahoma drill the same way. He gets evaluated with the 13 to 15-year-old group, and I'm in charge of the DBs, so I put him in Team 3, Team 1 being the best. So camp finishes, everybody goes their merry way. Now it's 1999. I'm the defensive coordinator at the University of Tennessee at Martin, and our defensive staff was able to go to Tennessee Titans camp. So I'm at camp and I'm checking things out, trying to learn what I can. I happen to look next to me and I saw on his jersey, and I asked somebody, and it was Anthony Dorsett Jr., son of Tony Dorsett. OD camp, 13-year-old. So I kind of looked at him now, he's a grown man. I said to him, "I know there's no way you don't remember me. There's no way you would remember me, rather. But when you were at offense-defense camp in Connecticut, my name was Coach Shaw, and I was coaching the defensive backs when you were 13. He goes, "Oh yeah, I remember you. You put me on Team 3. That was the stupidest thing I ever saw in my life. I was the best team back there. I should have been on Team 1. So I'm like, whoa, shocking me. This meant that much to him. Well, I had to compose myself. "Oh yeah. Well, if I didn't put you on Team 3, you'd have never worked hard enough to get to where you are today and been in the NFL." So it was like we looked at each other and we kind of laughed. And I said to myself, man, that's a competitor. This is a grown man. He's played in the Super Bowl. He's played in the NFL, achieved all of this. And instantaneously, it still bothered him that I put him on Team 3 instead of Team 1. Man, that's a competitor. I hope you guys become the same type.
A little bit about our guest. He's going into his 5th year with the New York Giants. Outstanding running back out of Southern Illinois. He gained 1,000 yards and 15 touchdowns last year for the Giants. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Brandon Jacobs.
What's up, fellas? I only got a chance to move around and see 2 groups. Got a little caught up in some traffic early this morning. You know how that is around here, so.